Hey folks, Michael Warren here from Essential Guitar Lessons, and let's learn how to play 10 songs using 3 and 4 strings. This is part of the beginner's guitar lessons. Make sure you've done part 1, 2 and 3 before you attempt this one. So this will be the last lesson in this mini series. Once you can play all the songs from parts 1, 2, 3 and 4, you should have a good starting point for the guitar. Now when you feel comfortable playing these songs, and remember they don't have to be perfect, we're not playing a concert at the moment. It's time to start playing open chords, power chords and scales. If you just keep doing these easy songs, you won't progress with your playing, so we want to keep going from part 4. Okay, so let's run over our tips one more time. We want to make sure we make a puppet with our hand, like a sock puppet. Put that under the neck and straight on, making sure our thumb is straight, not off to the side, and our fingers are fairly straight to the frets. When you first start, they're not going to be perfectly straight, but as straight as you can get them. We just don't want them right on an angle. Make sure your wrist is down, so it's not up over the neck, it's down under the neck. And we want to try and keep our thumb lined up with about the top of the neck. Depending on your hand size, we just don't want it right down the bottom or coming right over the top there. We want to keep our fingers close to the fretboard, so if I'm playing a note here, I don't want to stick my fingers right out. I want to keep them fairly close and relaxed. Now when you're playing a note, try and keep to the front of the fret. We don't want to be back here. We'll get buzz there. Try and keep to the front or the middle. When we move our hand up and down, our thumb moves with us. So if I'm moving up, now I'm putting my thumb over the top so you can see it, but my thumb moves with me. I'm not anchoring it and just trying to move my fingers around. We also had our stops, where we're just using the side of our right hand to place that on the strings to stop a string from ringing. We were spotting frets as well, so if I was playing the 3rd fret and my next one is the 9th fret, I look at that and I get straight up there then. Now in part 3 we tried not to look at our right hand when we were changing strings. Again, it's okay when you first start to look at your right hand, but we want to try and break that habit. So once you've played them a few times, try not to look at your right hand, and we can also anchor our fingers on the guitar there. If you like this lesson, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Lessons and songs every week. If you're having any problems with the songs, leave a comment and I'll get back to you. So let's make a start with the songs. So let's start with Love Me Tender. Let me play that for you, then we'll break it down. So we're going to be starting on the G string, and we just play an open there one time, no fingers, no frets, don't put your hand down, leave it there. Now with this one, whenever we're playing the 1st fret, we'll be using our 1st finger. Whenever we play the 2nd fret, we'll be using our 2nd finger, and 3rd fret, 3rd finger, no matter what string I'm on. That way I don't have to move my hand up and down. So 1st fret, 1st finger, 2nd fret, 2nd finger, 3rd fret, 3rd finger. So starting with an open G string, we play that once. Now we're going to the 1st fret, 1st finger on the B string, so the 2nd one from the bottom, we play that once. Then just lift our finger off and we do the open, same string, 1st fret again on the same string, B string, and then the 3rd fret on the B string. Now we're going back to the 2nd fret on the G string, so 3 up from the bottom, we play that once. And then the 3rd fret again on the B string, so we're coming down a string once, back to the 1st fret once, still on the B string, open on the B string, 2nd fret on the G string with our 2nd finger one time, open on the B string, so 2nd up from the bottom, play that once, and then back to the 1st fret on the B string, we play that once. So let me do that little part for you slowly now. We have O, 1, O, 1, 3, 2, 3, 1, O, 2, O, 1, and up to speed. Next part, open E strings on the bottom. We're going to do it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Then again another 3. 1, 2, 3, and then one more. Now we're going to the 3rd fret on the B string 1 time. 1st fret on the B string 1 time. Back to the 3rd fret on the B string 1 time, and then finishing on the open E string again. So we play that part for you slowly. Another 3. One more. Now 3, 1, 3, open. Now we do the open 2 more times, so bottom E string, 1st fret on the E string, our bottom string, back to the open on the E string, 3rd fret on the B string, 2nd fret on the G string, 3rd fret on the B string, back to the 1st fret on the B string, open B, open E, so we're going down a string, 3rd fret on the B string, and back to the 1st fret there. So we play that little part slowly for you now. So open, open, 1, open, 3, 2, 3, 1, open, open, 3, 1, and up to speed. Now let's play the whole song slowly, then we'll do it up to speed. So nice and slow now. 3, 2, 3, 1, 0, 2, 0, 1. Now open E string, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and again, 1, 3, 1, 3, open, open again, 1, open, 3, 2, 3, 1, open, open, 3, 1. And let's do that one more time, up to speed. Now opens, and again, one more time, open again. So a little bit trickier now, we're using the 3 strings, the E, B and G, and 3 fingers, our 1st, 2nd and 3rd. Now again, we could do that just using 1 finger, but we want to get used to using all our fingers for these songs and changing strings. And remember, play it a few times, then try and play it without looking at your right hand. And again, if you make mistakes, it doesn't matter, we just want to break that habit of looking at our right hand. So now let's try Pretty Woman. Let me play that for you, then we'll break it down. So that one's quite quick when you start out. Just go slowly and over time build your speed up. So now we're starting on our E string at the top. We're going to do that 2 times open. Then we're going to take our 3rd finger, place it on the 4th fret on the top E string as well. So we have open, open, 4. Then the 2nd fret with our 1st finger on the A string, we play that once. And then we play the open D string once. So slowly, 0, 0, 4, 2, 0. Now what we're going to do here, and this is normally not talked about too much, but we're going to stop it before we go back again. Otherwise we're going to have that D string ringing over the top. So all I'm going to do is just touch the strings with my fingers on my left hand and then start again. So if I'm going slowly, I go 0, 0, 4, 2, 0, let that ring, and then right before I start again, just touch it, 1, 1, 4, 2, 0, and we do that part 2 times. So let's do that slowly now. 4, 2, 0, 2, 3, 4, and we do it again, 0, 0, 4, 2, 0, and up to speed. next part's going to start exactly the same. We have 2 opens on our top E string, 4th fret, 3rd finger on the E string. Then we go to the 2nd fret, 1st finger on the A string. We play that once. Then we do the open D string again 1 time. Now we're going to play the 4th fret with our 3rd finger on the D string once. And then our 1st finger on the 2nd fret once. And then the open on the D string. So that's the only difference. The M bit there is 4, 2, O. So slowly, O, O, 4, 2, O, 4, 2, O. And again, just touch the strings and go straight back into it. O, O, 4, 2, O, 4, 2, O. And again. So what I'm doing, when I go to play that open again, that's where I'm touching the strings. I'm not touching that top E string. So I'm doing my last D string, touching the strings and playing, otherwise it's going to ring and we don't want that going on. So O, O, 4, 2, O, 4, 2, O. Touch the strings and play at the same time. I'm not pushing down on them, I'm just putting my fingers on them, just touching them. So let's play that whole thing slowly now. 4, 2, O, and we do that again. And O, O, 4, 2, O. Now our next part, O, O, 4, 2, O, 4, 2, O, 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 4, 2, O, 4, 2, O. We do that 4 times. 4, 2, O, 4, 2. One more. O, O, 4, 2, O, 4, 2, O. And one more time, up to speed. 3, 4, 1, 2. 3, 4, 1, 2. And that's our song. Again, that is pretty fast. Don't worry about doing it at that speed. Just go slowly at first and get that mute in there so we're stopping that D, open D string from ringing when we go back to that open E, so just touching the string. So it's really good practice for that. So now let's try Happy Birthday. Let me play that for you, then we'll break it down again. We're going to go back to our bottom E, B and G string there. So let me play that for you, then we'll break it down. So this time we're starting with the open G string, so 3 up from the bottom, we play that 2 times. And again with this one, whenever we're playing the 1st fret, 1st finger, 2nd fret, 2nd finger, and 3rd fret, 3rd finger. So the same as our first song. So let's start on our G string, open 2 times. Then our 2nd fret on the G string once, and then open again. So all on the G string, that first part. Now we're going to go to the B string and we'll play the 1st fret once and then open. Now remember in our part 3 we touched the string with the side of our thumb. We're doing this one going from our G to our B string. So I had the open, just touch the string with my thumb, the G string, and play the B string at the same time because we don't want that ringing while I'm playing the B string. So O, O, 2, the next part stays the same. We're playing 2 on the G string open, so 2nd fret on the G string, open on the G string. Now it changes a little bit here, 3rd fret on the B string, and back to the 1st fret. So let me play that first little section for you slowly. So open, open, 2, open, 1, open, 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 2, open, 3, 1, and up to speed. And again. Now we go back to the G string, play 2 more opens. Now we're doing a string skip, so this could be really tricky without looking at your right hand. We're jumping from the G string down to the E string, and at first you'll hit the B string all the time, but that's okay. A bit of practice will get rid of that. So 3rd fret E string, play that once. Open E string, 1st fret B string, open B string, and 2nd fret on the G string. So slowly. Then we're doing another string skip here, back to the E string on the 1st fret 2 times. Open E string, B string, 1st fret, 3rd fret on the B string, and back to the 1st fret there. So let me play that whole song now for you slowly, then we'll do it up to speed. So 1, open, O, 2, O, 3, 1. Now our string skip, open, open, 3, open, 1, open, 2. 1, 1, open, 1, 3, 1. Okay, and up to speed, one more time. So that one now is a little bit harder. We're doing this string skip from the G to the E. And as I said, you'll miss that at first and you'll want to look at your right hand and try and break that habit. So now let's do Michael Row Your Boat Ashore. Same thing again. 1st finger 1st fret, 2nd finger 2nd fret, 3rd finger 3rd fret, and we're just playing the bottom G, B and E string. So we play that for you, then we'll break it down. So. So now we're going to start with the open G string, play that once. Then our open B string once, and again we're going to use our thumb to touch the G string to stop it from ringing. So open B string once. 3rd fret on the B string 3 times. Then our open E string once. Back to the B string on the 3rd fret once. Open B string. 3rd fret B string. Open E string and back to the 3rd fret B string. So getting a little bit more confusing there, let me do that slowly for you. So open, open, 3, 3, 3, open, 3, open, 3, open, and 3. Now our next part, we're going back to the open B string, so 2 up from the bottom, open, 3rd fret 3 times on the B string, 1, 2, 3, 1st fret on the B string, open B string, 2nd fret on the G string, 2nd finger, once, open G string once, 2nd fret on the G string once, back to the open B string, 2nd fret on the G string, and then our open G string to finish. So let me play that whole song for you slowly, then we'll do it up to speed. So open, open, 3, 3, 3, open, 3, open, 3, open, and 3. Open, 3, 3, 3, 1, open, 2, open, 2, open, 2, and open to finish there. Now let's do that up to speed. 3, 4. Now again, quite quick, just take your time, build your speed up with those. So now let's try You Give Love a Bad Name, just the verses by Bon Jovi. And again, we're only using our 1st and 3rd finger on this. So 1st fret, 1st finger, 3rd fret, 3rd finger. So let me play that for you, then we'll go through it. So now we're going to start on the 3rd fret on the A string. We play that once. Now this is a bit tricky. We're going to jump up to the 3rd fret on the E string, so we're going to use the same finger there. So A string 3rd fret, E string 3rd fret. Then we'll play the 1st fret on the A string, the 3rd fret on the A string, then we're going to the 1st fret on the D string. Now what we're going to do, we're going to pump this. So we play it, just let our finger come off slightly and then play it again. So we get this pumping sound, or it stops in the middle of it. So we don't want, we want. So hopefully you can hear the difference there. Then back to the 3rd fret on the A string and back to the 1st fret on the A string. So slowly, now pump. Now the next part starts exactly the same. 3 on the A string, 3 on the E string, 1st fret A string, 3rd fret A string, 1st fret on the D string 2 times with our pump, and then back to the 3rd fret on the A string, and that finishes it there. And you can just do the whole thing twice. So let me go through it slowly for you again. So 3, 3, 1, 3, 1, 1, 3, 1, and again 3, 1, 1, 3, 1, 1, 3. Let's play that up to speed now. And again. So that's tricky. We've got a few different techniques in that one. We're playing the 3rd fret on 2 different strings, and we're doing the pump on the 1st fret on the D string. So just taking the pressure off the string. We don't have to lift our finger off. I'm just taking the pressure off. So there, and that's a new one we haven't done before. Now let's try Beat It by Michael Jackson. So let me play that for you, then we'll break that down as well. So this one's going to be a little bit harder. We're now going to be using our little finger on the D string. So now we're starting on our top E string. We play that open, and we're going to use our 2nd finger on the 3rd fret on the top E string. Now we're going to our 1st finger on the 2nd fret on the A string, and then our little finger on the 5th fret on the D string. We play that once, 2nd fret on the D string, 4th fret on the D string, back to our 2nd fret on the D string, and now 2 open D strings. So we're just using our little finger, 1st finger, 3rd finger, little finger there. So we play that slowly for you. 2, 5, 2, 4, 2, 0, 0, and up to speed. Now on those last 2 O's, we're putting a stop in there. So, and you can use your right hand to put the stops, or with your left hand. So again, I'm just muting the strings there, putting my hand on the strings again, not pushing down, just touching the strings. Now the next part's exactly the same, except we only do 1 open at the end. So open on the E string, 3rd fret, 2nd finger on the E string, 2nd fret, 1st finger on the A string, 5th fret, little finger on the D string, 1st finger, 2nd fret on the D string, 3rd finger, 4th fret on the D string, and 1st finger, 2nd fret on the D string, and then open on the D string. So slowly. Let's play that whole thing through slowly now. So 0, 3, 2, 5, 2, 4, 2, 0, 0, and again 0, 3, 2, 5, 2, 4, 2, 0, and one more time up to speed. And again. So again, these are getting harder because they're going faster. Just start them slowly and build your speed. And at first you will hit the wrong strings, and that's okay. Like we said, we're not doing a concert at the moment, so it doesn't matter how many mistakes we make. We just want to get the feel of changing strings, not looking at our right hand, and using different fingers on different frets. So let's do another one. We'll do Twinkle Twinkle Little Star or A, B, C, same melody there. And again, we'll go back to our G, B and E string there. So let me play that for you, then we'll break it down. So again, we're starting on our G string and we do 2 opens there. 3rd fret, so we're touching the G string with our thumb. 3rd fret on the B string 2 times. Our E string 2 times open. And back to our 3rd fret, 3rd finger on the B string. So again, this is like all our other songs we've done. 1st finger, 1st fret, 2nd finger, 2nd fret, 3rd finger, 3rd fret. So that first part slowly. Open, 3 on the B. Then we go back to the 1st fret on the B 2 times. Open B 2 times. To the 2nd fret on the G, 2nd finger 2 times. And then the open. So let me play that first part for you slowly now. Open, 3, open, 3. 1, open, 2, open. Now we go back to the B string, 3rd fret, we do that 2 times. 1st fret on the B string 2 times. Open B string 2 times. And 2nd fret G string. And we do that 2 times. So 3rd fret 2 times on the B. 1st fret 2 times on the B. Open B 2 times. And then 2nd fret on the G. So we're just repeating that part twice. And then we're going back to the intro. So open G string twice. 3rd fret on the B string twice. Open E string twice. Back to the 3rd fret on the B string. And finishing open, 1st fret on the B string 2 times. Open B string 2 times. 2nd fret on the G string 2 times. And then the open on the G. So let me play that whole song for you slowly, then we'll do it up to speed. So open, 3, open, 3. 1, open, 2, open. To the B string, 3, 1, open, 2. And again, 3, 1, open, 2. Open, 3, open, 3. 1, open, 2, and open. And one more time, up to speed. Slow that last part down if you want. So again, a little bit harder there, a little bit longer than the songs we've been doing, and we're using 3 fingers and 3 strings. So now let's try the Simpsons. We're going to go to 4 strings here. We'll be using the E, B, G and D strings. So again, this is going to get a little bit harder because we don't want to look at our right hand. So let me play that for you, then we'll break that down. So this one's going to be a little bit trickier. We're doing a position shift in that first part on the E string. So we're going to start on the 1st fret on the B string, play that once. Then we play the open E string once. 2nd fret with our 1st finger this time on the E string. And we're going to come up to the 5th fret on the E string with our little finger. Back to the 3rd fret with our 2nd finger E string. And then the open E string. So we're starting with our first finger on the first fret, and then we're just moving our hand up slightly and going to the second fret with our first finger. That way we don't have to jump to go to the fifth fret. So slowly. Then back to the first fret, first finger on the B string. Now second fret, second finger on the G string. And this is a tricky part. We're going to use our little finger on the D string. We play that 3 times on the 4th fret. And then an open G string. So don't leave your finger down when you're doing that. Lift it off, open G string once. Back to the 4th fret on the D string 3 times. Open G string once. 3rd fret on the G string with your 3rd finger. And then back to the 1st fret on the B string and play that 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So let me do that slowly. It's a little bit more confusing, more strings, and we're doing a slight position shift there as well. So 1, open, 2, 5, 3, open, 1, 2, 4, 4, 4, open, 4, 4, 4, open. 3, 1, 1, 1, 1. And one more time, up to speed. So again, we're making it much harder. We're now using 4 strings and all our fingers. So we're using 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and our little finger there. So now let's try the Flintstones. Let me play that for you. And again, we'll be using 4 strings. Our same strings as before, E, B, G, and D. So let me play that for you. There's going to be string skips in this one, so it's a little bit harder again. So now, starting with our 1st fret on the B string, and again, 1st finger, 1st fret, 2nd finger, 2nd fret, 3rd finger, 3rd fret. So 1st finger on the B string, we play that once. Now we do a string skip to the D string, 3rd fret once. Now we're jumping 2 strings here and jumping all the way down to the E string, 1st fret once. B, 3rd fret once. 1st fret on the B once. And then another string skip back to the B on the 3rd fret. So you'll find when you first start doing this, you'll be missing the strings all over the place, but that's okay. So let's try that again slowly. 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. The next part, we're going back to the 1st fret on the B string, play that once. 3rd fret on the G string once. 2nd fret on the G string 2 times. Back to the 3rd fret on the G string once. B string 1st fret. Now we're doing the string skip again here to the D string 3rd fret once. Open G string and 2nd fret G string. Now the next part's the same as the intro. 1st fret B, 3rd fret D, 1st fret E, 3rd fret B, 1st fret B, and back to the D on the 3rd fret. And this last bit changes slightly. 1st fret on the B, 3rd fret on the G, 2nd fret on the G 2 times, 3rd fret once, B on the 1st fret, back to D on the 3rd fret, so another string skip, open on the G once, and back to the 3rd fret once on the D. So let me do that slowly. This is really confusing now. Lots of string skips and changing strings. So starting on the B string, 1st fret, nice and slowly. Back to the start. Doing that, when I'm playing that, so a start part, 1st fret, 3rd fret, I've got my finger nearly ready to go on the E string, so I don't want my finger up here and leaving my finger up here. That way it's got to jump all the way down, so I play the B string, and you can see my finger stays down to get ready for that E string when we're jumping down there. So one more time, up to speed. Back to the start. So again, a little bit harder, 4 strings again. Okay, so let's tackle our last one. Let's do Spiderman. We're going to go back to 3 strings here, but this time we're using the D, G and B string. We won't be using the bottom E string. Again, first finger, first fret, second finger, second fret, third finger, third fret. So let me play that for you, then we'll break it down. So starting on our open D string, we play that once, third fret on the D string once, second fret on the G string once, then the open G string once, third fret D string once, and then the open D string. So we have open, 3, 2, open, 3, open. Then we play the open D string again, third fret D string. Now we go to the second fret on the G and we do that 3 times. Open on the G, third fret on the D, open on the D. Now we're moving up to the G string, open, third fret on the G string. Now we're jumping from the third fret to the third fret on the B string. We play that once. Back to the first fret on the B string once. Third fret on the G string once, and then the open G string. So that little part's tricky because we're jumping again like we did in You Give Love a Bad Name. So that little part. Now back to the start again, open D, third fret D, second fret G, open G, third fret D, open D. Now third fret on the G, play that once, second fret on the G once, now 4 opens on the G, so third fret D and open on the D. So let me do that slowly for you, then we'll do it up to speed. So open 3, 2, open 3, O, open 3, 2, 2, 2, open 3, open, O, 3, 3, 1, 3, open, O, 3, 2, O, 3, O, 3, 2, open, 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 3, open. And one more time, up to speed. That's our last one there. So again, just go really slowly through all of these. Try not to look at your right hand. You can at first, but as we said in part 3, it'll slow you down because we have to look at what hand, our left hand for fretting, and then you're looking at the right hand for your string, and then you're looking at the tab. So you're doing this the whole time. We just want to get that to looking at the tab and looking at our left hand. And also if you sit like this and have your tab here, you don't have to be looking around. You can look straight up at your tab and straight down at your hand, and we're not looking at our right hand there. So once again, just go slowly through them. It doesn't matter if you miss strings. That happens to all of us when we first start. Just get used to not looking at your right hand and just go through them slowly and build the speed. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, and I'll see you soon.